What is up, everyone? We on? All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to S&J Sports Talk. We back here with it. How you doing, Stanley? My co-host.
Man, I'm doing all right, man. I am doing all right. Glad to be back on here with everybody.
Hey, man, it's been a minute. Hey, if you're listening to us on Spotify or YouTube, check us out on snjsportstalk.com. We're coming on all the other podcast websites. We're getting on there in a few weeks or whatnot. So give us some time to get approved and whatnot. But yeah, find us on Instagram, S&J Sports Talk. And that's basically it, y'all. Just be sure to like, subscribe, share our content, Please thumbs up our videos if you like them.
Yes, please like the videos.
Yeah.
That helps. Like the video, subscribe to the page, leave a comment. I love the comments, even the people who don't like what we're talking about. I think our last video, we were talking about Brittany Griner, and some people were like, they had issues. They're like, man, y'all sound so woo, 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 woo. I was like, okay, thanks for the comment. Appreciate the comment.
We appreciate all the opinions, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Stanley, how you been, bro? Show them your injury, bro. You got a little injury? Show the camera.
Man, I've been down, man. It's been a few weeks since we got on here. There's reasons why.
Man.
Trying to, you try to do a good deed. You try to help out the family, do some moving jobs. You try to help out and stuff happens. I cut my hand with glass, big glass mirror, a bathroom mirror, just fell down. There was no reason why I should have been dealing with that mirror without gloves. I know this. I've done construction work, but still, sometimes you get a little confident. And you're like, oh, hand me that. Right there. I got this.
We can do it real quick.
Man, you don't mess with glass, man. Glass came through, cut my whole hand out. It was dripping like a cup of wine. It was crazy, man. So, but I'm alive. I didn't break a finger, or I should have say, I did not lose a finger.
Right.
So it's good, but that's the deepest cut I've had, man. I've played basketball for years, so I mean, I've had some deep cuts, but nothing like this. Nothing like this.
Nothing like it.
Never had a cut like this except
you
heartbreak.
You said the blood kept coming out and everything. Like, you had to put pressure on it, stop it, and whatnot.
Cup of wine, man. It was a cup of wine falling. A cup of grape juice. Let me say that. Cup of grape juice. It's like someone dropped the communion.
yeah.
Let me stop, man. How you doing, man? It's been a few weeks,
right,
and
man.
I think the last time we did this, you were just about to get your wisdom teeth pulled. It was like a day
before me getting my wisdom teeth pulled, man.
Yeah.
So like I've been out for a little bit, but yeah, wisdom teeth was pulled. I was like, the funny thing about that is, right, like the day I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I had a taste for like some Cane's, like Chick-fil-A. Like I had a taste for them, and like I had to wait like a whole week, and like it was funny because like I was making jokes to the doctor. So like you can't eat like 12 hours before your surgery or whatnot. So are like 10 hours. So I wasn't able to eat after 12 a.m. that night.
So when you woke up, you couldn't have no breakfast. You had to go in for.
I couldn't eat anything. I had I just brushed my teeth. And I didn't even have water. So it was crazy.
Wow.
I was able to brush my teeth, but the craziest thing is I went in there and I was like. The first doctor was like, yo, so do you have anything to eat, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, of course not. You know what I'm saying? And then the main doctor, the one was like actually taking my teeth, and he comes in like a few minutes later, and he's about to put the medicine in me, like putting me out because I chose to like go to sleep. And he's like, what do you have? And I was like, oh, just 10 pancakes for my hop. And then like, he just looked at me and was like, okay. And then he just gave me the medicine. So I was like, yo, I could have been serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could have been serious.
He probably had already talked to your parents and was like, nah.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, yeah, he didn't eat nothing. That's crazy. Tell them real quick about what happened when you woke up from being numb. And you said you were trying to stand up.
It's a crazy experience because, whatchamacallit?
They put you to sleep.
They put you to sleep and you wake up and the medicine's still in you. So it's like, I woke up. Let's see. I woke up and I was like.
When you woke up, did you know where you were at?
Yeah, I was tired and like drowsy at the same time. But I was like, "What just happened?" And then like, so I tried to get up by myself. Like the lady was looking back. She was looking out the door. She was talking to the other doctor and whatnot. And I was getting up and I almost fell. Like the medicine was still in me, so I sat back down and like they had to give me a wheelchair or whatnot, bro. It was like
they had to give you a wheelchair. You got rolled out of the wheelchair.
And then like I went to the bed for like recovery for a few minutes, and then my stomach started hurting. And I was like, oh no, I felt like I was about to throw up. I was like, nah, bro. And then like I told my mom, I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And then Like, I tried to get up to the wheelchair. It was like a foot away. I couldn't even get there.
You couldn't get to the wheelchair?
I couldn't even get there. So I had to go back and sit down for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I was finally able to get up. Then they tried to wheelchair me out, and I was like, nah, like, I can walk out. And I was like, I really wasn't able to walk.
Wow,
like,
that's amazing.
They put you in the medicine. I guess the medicine lasts you for like 4 hours or whatnot, 4 to 6 hours.
So even when you wake up, you're kind of
but I woke up like 45 minutes later, so that medicine was like fresh still in me.
Wow.
So yeah, It was definitely an experience to remember.
Yeah, that's an amazing experience to have. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, when I woke up from the medicine, I felt like I was in the movie of Ratatouille. I kept seeing the Ratatouille rat. The little rat was on the walls, and I was like, "There goes the rat! There goes the rat!" I was looking at the rat. I was gone out of here, man. Bro. They knocked me out, and they never really told me that the medicine was gonna have you seeing things and all types of stuff. I was like, "What is going on?" But I don't think I went out on a wheelchair though. I think I walked out though. If I remember correct. But that's smooth, man. I'm glad you're doing okay. Hey, I'm glad I'm here. We are back here regardless of everything going on with our health complications, us being some old men here. Regardless of all that stuff, we are still back with S&J Sports Talk. And speaking of injuries, Chet Holmgren is out for the whole year.
Bro.
A rookie, the 7'4", 7'3" rookie who has risen to pre-NBA stardom.
Yep.
Got drafted to the Oklahoma City Thunder. He is out for the whole season because he broke his foot playing summer league basketball.
Wow.
Man, what do you think? I see so many rookies who, when they come in from college, they're not hurt all season in college.
Mm-hmm.
They start doing this NBA training or whatnot. Is it too much on their body? Is it too much playing basketball before the season starts?
No, it's not even that. I think it's just a bad play. Like, you have LeBron going up against a skinny guy like him. Something's like he's gonna get hurt. But I watched the play. I don't even think LeBron like really touched him like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like he was going back and like his left foot. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He just like kind of rolled it or whatnot.
Yeah.
But he fractured it. But like I've been saying this. I haven't said it on videos or whatnot. But I've been saying that. I was like, bro, why are you playing in the Pro League like a month before preseason starts? It's like. Well, it's the end of August, and like October is really like when the preseason starts and the training camps and everything happens. I'm like,
yeah, we're in September. We're almost in September.
You need to rest up, right? I mean, you don't really see Steph Curry out here in the Pro Leagues. LeBron's out there in the Pro Leagues. I want to be out there.
But he's playing real chill.
But yeah, he's playing real chill. He's just shooting the ball or whatnot.
Yeah. He's
going out there for the fame or whatnot. And he kind of knows how to play like where like not to get himself hurt.
Exactly. But when you're a rookie and you're in those things, the rookies are playing the hardest. They're trying to prove themselves. They're trying to, they've made it to the NBA, but they're still trying to prove themselves in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see like why you would play like that unless like you're on a team that's like, if you're on like the New York Knicks or whatnot, and like your team's not really like final bound.
Yeah,
I understand. I'd probably be out there.
Yeah,
but if you're on a team like the Lakers or whatnot.
Yeah, no, these guys played NBA Summer League. Then I've been seeing YouTube videos of all of these. What's that other? The
Drew League?
The Drew League, Rhymes or something. It's all these leagues that are going on where people are playing.
Yeah.
And I just see so many Zion Williamson. It happened to, what's the other guy's name? Marco Fultz from Philadelphia 76. These were like top picks in the draft, and they just sat out the whole season. And, I just have to ask or wonder, is it because the NBA is working them too hard when they first come into the league, and their bodies aren't up to NBA shape yet? Because it's so many injuries that happen to the rookies.
I don't even think he had to play in the Pro League, though. Like, I think that was his choice.
Yeah. So stuff happens, but it seems like it happens a lot to the rookies. And hey, if I'm a rookie, I want to play the first season.
I mean, the rookies, they got to get like mentors and stuff, man. Because like they come in the league, they get their money, and they're just all right. Let me just play basketball. Like, no, you actually got to rest because like they got to understand college was like what, a 30-game season and whatnot.
Yeah.
Didn't
Ben Simmons get hurt the first year? Ben Simmons was out his first year.
I don't recall
because he was a rookie. Because remember they said he was a 2-time rookie. They're like Ben Simmons is a rookie because he didn't play his first season.
I remember that. Yeah,
he was injured. These people, man, these people be going down for the whole year. But then before that, before the NBA draft, they never been hurt for a whole year. Yeah. So that's why I'm just saying.
But, I mean, they gotta understand like they're going to like a 30-game season to an 82-game season minimum.
Yeah,
bro.
Now that right there will do it.
You gotta like. yeah, you might want to play in the summer, but bro, you're about to be playing from like October all the way to like April. Wow. That's like 6-8 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So.
And then if you make the playoffs, that's a while.
Yeah.
If you make the finals, you go into like June. So like, and like if you make the finals, you really only have like July, August, September. You only have like 3 months.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. That's why LeBron, he's always about taking care of his body. Kobe was always the great Black Mamba. Was always about taking care of his body. Yeah. You know, that was a big. If you're injured, you can't. You know, you can't do nothing after that.
Health is something you need.
Yeah, your body's like, I've never played this much in my life.
Yeah.
So, and these guys just got done playing a college year. Mm-hmm. Some of them got done playing pro leagues somewhere else in Euro leagues or whatever.
So they gotta know how to rest their bodies.
They got to. When you're young, you just be wanting to. You just be thinking you can go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how this happened. I just thought I could go. Yeah. And then this happens. I'm like, I'm down and out for a moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, like he is pretty tall and like pretty fragile. So it's like
I was looking forward to seeing him play.
Almost like an Anthony Davis kind of.
Yeah.
Like tall.
Yeah. Anthony Davis. We're good on that too. Speaking of Anthony Davis and the Lakers.
Yo.
What about Patrick Beverly coming to LA Lakers? What's your thoughts on that, man? Because I know my thoughts. I love it. I love that we got Patrick Beverly. We need someone like Patrick Beverly to, I mean, he can guard anybody, he can annoy anybody. He can annoy anybody.
Yeah.
That is valuable on any team. You know, and you got Westbrook doing his thing. Westbrook make people mad too.
Yeah.
You got Anthony Davis and LeBron can focus on what they do best. Mm-hmm. And Patrick Beverly's going to take a lot of attention off of people. Maybe not offensively, but just the way he gets in people's head. He knows what the agenda is. He knows what the assignment is for his style of play. So I love it. What do you think, man?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The only thing I got to say, bro, is if Patrick Beverly can like. Before I answer that question, if Patrick Beverly can like up his offense game just a little bit, man, like get like maybe a little mid range or like if he finds like something he's really good at, like maybe it's just a corner 3-point.
Yeah,
he's just corner specialist or whatnot. That'll put the Lakers at a different tier. Like they're already out a different tier with him, and I'm gonna hold him accountable, bro, because I actually agree with him. In May, I'm pretty sure he was on a thing. He's on a show with Stephen A. Smith, and he was like, "If the Lakers put me on their team right now, we make it to the conference finals."
Well, the Lakers ain't going. Yeah, they trying to get a chip, but I understand what he's saying. Yeah. I understand what he's saying. Like, hey, I'm good enough to do this.
I kind of agree. I think they'll make it to the conference finals as long as they don't run into the Los Angeles Clippers. If they run into the Clippers, I don't think they beat them right now. Like straight up. But I agree. But dude, this edition is so good because you're having like.
You need that.
The Lakers needed someone like Patrick Beverly. Someone who like get up and guard someone, get in your face, whatnot. So when they're going up against Kevin Durant or even Steph Curry, like they're gonna have that defender now who's able to like to specialize in that. Yeah. They needed that passion too. Patrick Beverly brings that
passion.
That passion. He's gonna hold all the teammates accountable. He's gonna hold LeBron accountable. So they're
gonna get a lot of technical fouls this season. Patrick Beverly, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. Who else do they still have? Do they still got Dwight Howard? Is he showing back up this year?
I don't know, man.
I need to look at their roster and really see who's all coming back. But when Patrick Beverly went to Utah, I was like, what's he gonna do in Utah?
I knew he wasn't staying there.
I'm glad they traded him out of there because I didn't like. I liked him in Minnesota.
Did trade Gordon Tucker.
Gordon Tucker.
Yeah.
Let him go. We'll take Patrick Beverly.
I don't know, man. He was pretty good.
He was pretty good, but he was not going to shine bright offensively with the LA Lakers team. The LA Lakers
There's too many stars on that team.
Too many stars. He's probably going to go somewhere and average 18 points a game.
You have Melo on that team too.
Yeah, you got Melo still. And these guys are finishing out their last few years.
Well, Melo's a free agent right now, so the Lakers haven't signed him back. So
they need to hurry up and sign him back.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I know a lot of people talk about him being slow and this and that. Look, Carmelo is still a smart player. He still can shoot. You just got to play him in his rhythm and zone.
Yeah, there was reports that said Kevin Durant wanted the Nets to sign Melo. And I think that would go good with Ben Simmons and Kyrie. You put him out like the 4 or whatnot. Then you get like a nice 5.
Melo struggles with defense right now.
He does.
You have to kind of hide him with the defense. Is it the back? Is it the knees?
I don't know. It's just he's kind of tall. So
yeah. Some people just you done played years, man.
Yeah.
You go watch some Carmelo Anthony highlights from 2004 to 2009. But he still got the offense, he still had hops.
Yeah.
He's quick. They throwing alley-oops to him. You know, he used to be able to fly at his size. 6'8", 6'9". He's a tall guy. So,
what are your thoughts on Patrick Beverly, though?
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Patrick Beverly is a player that, you know, when I first saw Patrick Beverly, I was like, okay, this is one of the guys who you would hate to play against, but love to play with. Yeah, you would love to have him on your team.
Yep.
And him guarding the point guard, stopping the point guard, but you would hate to be going up against him. Because my style of play, when I play basketball, I don't like doing all that trash talking the way Patrick Beverly does. I might say a little something here or there, but my game does the talking. Patrick Beverly, his game is his defense. So when he's guarding you, he has to trash talk. Kind of like KG. KG had the offense too. But I'm saying he has to trash talk on defense. That takes his defense to another level. I saw him stop so many people taller than him, shorter than him. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Lonzo Ball. I've seen him play against people, and it's like he's messing them up. They cannot deal with this guy. Still, the team to beat is going to be the Warriors, right? So
Warriors.
Patrick Beverly helps that with even defense. Just getting up in people's face. No one's going to stop Curry. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to stop him. He's too professional at this point. He's too career-minded. Clay, we still got to see him get back to his 100% form. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Last year, he was coming back, getting rhythm. Hopefully, him getting the championship gets him back to championship form. So, but Patrick Beverly on the Lakers, man, good pickup. Good pickup. They still got a lot to do.
To go back on that Warriors, though, I think, I'm telling y'all, man, they lost that Patrick McCullough Jr. or, Gary Payton Jr. They lost.
Ooh.
I'm telling y'all.
I don't know why they did not bring him back.
I'm telling y'all right now, they're not making it to the finals because of him. You're gonna see it like in the second round of the playoffs or the third round of the playoffs. You're gonna see the Warriors miss him on defense.
Oh man, he has some key plays in the finals.
Dude, Curry, he's never been good on like. He's been alright on defense, but like
I know what you mean.
His offense makes up for his defense. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I know what you mean.
Clay's not 100% yet. Draymond does the best he can. So now they just got to rely on the role players. And
Gary Payton added a lot.
He was that Patrick Beverly on the Warriors.
He added a lot.
They're missing him, bro.
And he was non-stop. Like, if everybody else didn't get back, Gary Payton still got back.
Yeah.
If everybody else had given up on a play, Gary Payton still. Key rebounds, key steals, and just the way he thought about the game, you could tell his dad taught him this game because he plays so smart. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah,
so
that's why I said if the Lakers were to run the Clippers, I think if they were to run to the Warriors with Patrick Beverly, I think they would have a shot.
Now, when you say the Clippers, is Kawhi back this year?
Kawhi Leonard's back this year.
I saw a video of him working them out.
Not a lot of people talking about that, bro. I'm like, y'all are sleeping on the Clippers, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
And they probably like it that way.
Just they probably do.
It's going to be some legit teams. Did you hear that Kevin Durant has to stay with the... I shouldn't say has to stay. They agreed to work it out and stay together this year. Now, I said this back when he requested the trade. I said, look, if he doesn't get traded by this weekend or week, he's probably going to stay with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Y'all can check the videotapes. Y'all can go back and check them. I said, if he does not get traded, because a player like that either is going to get traded right away, have offers that weekend, or it's just looking bad. It's like everyone's like, I can't make the move right now. And that's what happened. So I'm glad that they were able to agree to stay together because it didn't have to end bad. It wasn't obviously like a, hey, you know, forget you, we leaving and doing our own thing. They were able to work it out, and now that's a legit scary team in the East.
Yeah.
You got Kyrie this year. You have Durant this year. Ben Simmons is eventually going to play. It's a scary team in the East.
It is.
It's a scary team.
I mean, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons, I say the Nets are set for this year, but they still, like, long-term, they messed everything up because they didn't give Kyrie that contract. They didn't want to give him that four-year deal, $200-something million contract. So it's like, it's basically a win or bust for the Nets this year. Because it's like, you guarantee if they don't go far this year, someone's getting traded or whatnot.
Okay.
But I think the interesting thing is, like, Kevin Durant, it was clear he wasn't going nowhere. Like, after, like, that weekend, like you said, it was clear he wasn't going nowhere.
This was about 6 to 8 weeks ago that he requested a trade.
Yeah, it was about a month or two ago.
Yeah.
And it was like, bro, and then for him to come out, like, a week or two ago, and it was like, either trade me or fire Steve Nash.
Oh,
Like, bro, what kind of power do you think you have? But it's like,
didn't he want Steve Nash?
Yeah, he did. But I was just like,
I knew it wasn't gonna work.
I questioned Kevin Durant. Yeah, I questioned Kevin Durant because that it's like, bro, like the big three hasn't even played together for a while. So it's like, honestly, I feel like you gotta give it a year, a shot at least before you want to be traded. And yeah, but the Nets, you could tell they weren't gonna trade him, and like if they were to trade him, they were gonna go into rebuilding mode because they were gonna trade Kyrie for sure. They were gonna trade a whole bunch of people.
And all these players can play. It's interesting. They people have issues with them because of what happens off the court, and because of the fact that they have desires. They're like, hey, I want to play where I want to play at. James Harden, I want to play where I want to play. I don't want to play here no more. You know.
But you gotta, But like you said, you do gotta understand, bro. The Nets did get swept. They lost.
They got swept with Kyrie.
With Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they got swept.
And who'd they get swept by? Was it Milwaukee?
Boston, bro.
Yeah, Boston swept them. You're right. I knew it was a green team. Boston did sweep them, and it was that was kind of embarrassing. That just showed how ununified
the team was.
The team was.
Yeah.
Ununified, disunified, unified, something. It shows they weren't together. They weren't unified.
Yeah.
So man, I think with Kevin Durant though, we could see a scary Brooklyn Nets team this year, because. Or it could all crash. It could all crash, and they don't want to play together, and they get mad out there. I think when you play with teams with players that great, you got to have the team. You got to have the squad. You know. So, yeah, we just gotta see how this season goes, man. We got Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's gonna be back. We got Chicago's still gonna be a legit
PJ
team.
Tucker
They're
went
not
to
a championship
76ers.
What? He's not with Miami?
No.
So Miami's no longer a championship threat. They're gonna be a solid team. They're not a championship threat. Udonis Haslem's returning to Miami.
Yeah.
How about that? That might put him over the top. I don't know. Hold me back. Hold me back.
They'll get spirits.
We always laugh about that video, man, because Udonis Haslem and Jimmy Butler get into that fight, and Udonis Haslem acts like he needs someone to hold him back. He ain't finna do nothing, but he's like, he's acting like he needs to be held back.
He gets that one arm around his chest. He's like,
yeah. He got his leg all up in the air, like he's trying to get over there to Jimmy Butler. I was like, you ain't finna do nothing. Sit down. But he's returning. I like Udonis Haslem. People like him, people like Patrick Beverly. They're just good for the team. Even Andre Iguodala. Those are people who are just good for the team.
They're just good for the team, like even if they're not playing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
they have an impact even if they're not playing. That's a good player.
I can't wait for the NBA season to get back, man.
A true player,
we got about another month before preseason. I can't wait for the NBA season to get back. I can't wait for
it to get back. And that,
man,
I want to touch on another topic too. The Phoenix Suns, bro.
Okay.
Like, what are your thoughts on the season? Because you know how that game 7 went with, like, they were getting blown out.
Yeah.
By 50 points.
And I don't see them. They might have a good record again.
Yeah.
Devin Booker, Chris Paul, they're going to have a good record. They got Ayton, but they were trying to trade Ayton. Remember, Durant was trying to get to Phoenix.
You remember that game, Monty Williams came out and said Ayton didn't want to play after halftime because they were down by so much. That's an issue for me.
That's a big issue.
That's an issue. You're paying this guy millions of dollars. He doesn't want to play the second half of a game.
Just because you're in the hole.
I don't care how much you're down by.
You win with this team, you die with this team.
You lose with the team. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You win and lose together. So it's like, bro, I know I would have had him traded.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like, even like if you go out there for third quarter, 5 minutes or whatnot, you still down 50. Coach might take you out at that point. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta let the coach decide that.
Right. And I believe Phoenix had the best record in the West this last year, right?
Yeah.
So they might have a good record, but I mean, we haven't even talked about Memphis Grizzlies this year.
Ja Morant, yeah.
We haven't even talked about Dallas Mavericks. These are going to be squads. We haven't talked about the Denver Nuggets. There's going to be teams that don't make the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
There's going to be teams that don't make the playoffs.
The play-ins is going to be tough this year.
The play-ins are going to be tough.
They're going to help.
That
10th through the 7th seed.
You got the Clippers back in the mix. They weren't in the mix last year. Man, who's not making the playoffs in the West? It's too many squads. The Warriors are there.
You know the Lakers.
The Grizzlies are there. I'm talking about everybody being healthy. You know the Warriors. You know the Grizzlies. You know the Phoenix Suns. I want to say the LA Clippers. If everyone's healthy, the Clippers are going to be there. I don't know where they're going to be at.
I'd put the Lakers in the top 6 or the top 7.
After last year, they gotta prove something. I gotta see them the first 10 games, and they gotta prove something.
I'm telling you,
because LA Lakers get too emotional. It's too the media and the way the NBA, the way that the media talks about the Lakers. It's too much on some of those players, man. They can't handle it.
Is it? You think it's too much on Anthony Davis?
It might be.
It might be, huh?
It might be, man. These guys listen to the media too much.
I don't think it's too much on LeBron. I think he's used to it.
No, I mean, he chose to come to LA.
Yeah.
It's not too much for Westbrook. He loves it because he's in LA. He's from LA. He loves this. But they got to be able to play, and we got to see what their new coach does. We got to see how their new coach organizes the system.
Yeah.
And if they respect the new coach, if he's ready for this challenge, because he don't have 5 years to win a championship.
I don't even think it's a matter of like the coach. I think it's like Beverly, he's a great addition to the team. I think he has that much influence on the team.
I put him in the playoffs. I put the Lakers in the playoffs.
I put him in the playoffs. I don't know how far
they're going to be in the playoffs.
I don't know how far they get, but yeah.
But who do you take out of that playoffs? Dallas? Denver? Who do you take out?
Portland
didn't make it last year.
I got to take
Portland,
him out.
Dame's coming back.
Yeah, Dame's
coming back. And Anthony Simmons is actually raw. I've been telling people he was raw since when he got drafted. I was like, he's raw.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's gonna be nice. I didn't think he was gonna get enough playing time, but when Dame went down, he put up 40-point games last year multiple times.
See, the problem with
he was ready to go.
The problem with Portland though is they've always been like a guard team.
They don't got CJ McCollum.
Yeah, they don't have CJ McCollum, but they always been like a 2-guard team. And that's why they never make it to the top. Even the Warriors, they're like they have Curry and Clay. That's how they always been.
Yeah,
they still have like someone like Draymond. Like,
they
sort of a big guy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that.
You're right. You're right. So I don't know.
I would take out Utah.
Utah should have. Yeah, Utah,
you gotta take out Utah.
We're taking them out because they lost Gobert. Yeah. They got a whole restructured team, but they still holding my man down.
Rudy Gobert he went to the Timberwolves. And I was like, so him and Karl-Anthony Towns together.
Timberwolves made it last year.
Yeah.
From the play-ins. You remember that?
Anthony Edwards. So, bro, I don't know who you're going to take out.
Towns and Anthony Edwards. I'm telling you, man. It's some squads. It's some squads in the West.
Now, the East is like a whole different story.
The East, you got Boston. You got Milwaukee.
You got Philadelphia. That's basically.
You got Philadelphia.
And Brooklyn.
And you got Brooklyn.
That's pretty much it.
And you got Chicago. Chicago's going to be a solid team, but they're not a championship contender yet.
Yeah.
They're not a championship contender yet. Miami, would you say they lost? They lost too many people.
They'll be in. Yeah, they lost.
PJ Tucker, they lost.
Dude, PJ Tucker he's a key player.
How they lose PJ Tucker?
I think they didn't want to pay him more or not, but bro, so my thing with the East is this. PJ Tucker moving to the Philadelphia 76ers, him and Harden was a good combine, and then with Joel Embiid, like I think I don't have a favorite in the East yet though. That's the thing.
Oh, my favorite is Milwaukee. Everybody healthy. I saw them last year. Giannis gave his all. He just didn't have Middleton. They were lacking that offense, and it was like they could not replace Middleton. They weren't.
Drew Holiday couldn't even help him out. Yeah,
they didn't have enough to replace him against Boston. Boston was just too vicious, and they had too much offense. Mm-hmm. Now I don't think Boston makes it to the championship again.
Yeah, I don't
think they make it this year. I really don't. They had a great year. I said that too.
I was like, the only reason why Boston beat Milwaukee is because Chris Middleton was in. They were like Giannis was still putting out the points. He's putting out 30+ points. Yeah, doing everything they could.
Doing his thing.
Just Drew Holiday wasn't enough to help him out, and that's
I love it, man. It's got me excited just talking about basketball season right now because. Man, all we've been watching is like pro leagues and the Drew League and all this type of stuff, and you know I'm ready for the NBA season to get going again.
We got the NFL season coming up too, y'all.
NFL season
we'll definitely be covering that up. Cover that up.
We need to bring our NFL sports broadcaster on here. We need to get him back on here.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Man, this last couple of days ago, man, it was Kobe's birthday. We want to give respect and shout out to Kobe and the Mamba and the family of Kobe Bryant. It's been 2.5 years since my man passed away. You know, him and Gigi passed away, and
so fast.
The whole NBA world changed. All that's just different now. So, rest in power to this brother here. That Kobe spirit, man. He was one of a kind. He was one of a kind with his spirit and his passion on the court.
He was definitely a legend. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, on and off the court too.
On and off the court,
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes you a legend. It's like, because anyone can be good on the court, but it's like off the court.
Man, when he retired, he was still doing stuff. He won a Grammy. He was still doing stuff, man. I mean, like, this man was about to go do a lot.
He had his ESPN show analyzing players. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
He turned around. He said, I'm not going to coach y'all. I'm going to actually give y'all some game in my own show. Win a Grammy while doing it. That's crazy.
You know, the crazy thing about him is when he retired, he moved on. You know, a lot of these other sports players, when they retire, it's like they don't really know what to do. Stuck in the NBA. It's like they had basketball or football their whole life. They don't know what else to do when they retire.
You're right.
So it's like, that's kind of what you said with Tom Brady. Like, you don't think he has another thing after football.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I know he got his investments or whatever he has, but he's just not. He's staying in the game too long. Kobe, when he realized he was done, he left. He left, and he didn't look back. He said, "This is the first game I've been to, and that's because of Gigi." You know, he said, "I don't miss it. I gave it my all. Now it's time for me to go do what I wasn't able to do while I was in the NBA." He lived very in the moment. Yeah, that was nice to see, an inspiration for us all.
Since we I agree. Since we're on the Lakers still, I just saw this talk, right? It's a quick question here for you. Do you think LeBron James right now, do you think LeBron James has done enough for the Lakers organization to be considered a legend?
Yeah, he's a legend, but has he done enough for the Lakers?
A Laker legend.
Not yet. He's not above the other ones.
He's won a ring.
Yeah, but he's not a Lakers legend above Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's not a Lakers legend above Magic Johnson. He's not a Lakers legend above Kobe Bryant. He's not a Lakers legend above Shaquille O'Neal. Those are the people who people still love for the Lakers to this day.
How many rings do you think he has to win with the Lakers? Like 2 more?
He needs at least 1 more to really be in that category.
Yeah.
He needs 1 more to even be talked about. Because, I mean, Magic won 4 or 5 rings. I think it's 4.
Yeah.
I think Magic won 4. All through the 80s. He won his rookie year. Came with the Lakers, won his rookie year. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored the most points in NBA history. Had the hook shot from the free throw line he could do. Yeah. So it's like those were the Lakers legends. There's a great documentary going on right now on Hulu. I believe it's Hulu, or it might be Netflix, but I believe it's Hulu. And it's about the Buss family, the Lakers organization, but it's really not going into the Lakers, the players. It's talking about the family, Jerry Buss, Dr. Jerry Buss, and his family. Great. I've only seen the first couple of episodes. Great, though. Great, the insight they give you as far as where the NBA was at before Showtime. And remember, also before Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He took over the Lakers in 1980, I think it was 1980, 81.
Yeah.
And started Showtime basketball with Magic Johnson. Before that, the NBA wasn't really, they weren't selling out crowds.
They weren't popular.
Popular. Him with Showtime, he was the first one to put cheerleaders out there to make it entertaining in LA, Hollywood. And then Michael Jordan came to the league and they were able to market him internationally.
Yeah.
So that's really what took the league over, was the Lakers.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. But other than that, before the 80s, think about it. You don't really, you heard the Boston Celtics and stuff, and they're like, yeah, but the competition wasn't the same back then. But so the 80s on is when those are the legends.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson, even Kobe and Shaq. These are people who the NBA expanded off of them. LeBron has basically stood on all of these people's shoulders.
Yeah.
When he came in the league 2004, now he did some stuff no one else did. High school kid, he has his own story.
From high school to the NBA.
He has his own story. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact he made it to the point he is at and done what he has done. Man, LeBron has done his own right. But a Lakers legend, not above the others. No.
Nah.
Not above the others. I think Shaq got a statue in front of Staples Center. Kobe has a statue. I believe Magic has a statue.
Yeah.
These people got statues.
Yeah,
LeBron's not there for the Lakers yet. He won more in Miami. He's done more for Miami than he's done for the Lakers.
Miami.
Yeah.
He's done the same with Cleveland, so it's like
he
got 3 rings in Miami and 1 in...
And I think the one he won in Cleveland was harder than the one he won here. But that's my personal opinion.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
The one in Cleveland, they came back 3-1.
They can't... that whole playoffs was tough,
right?
Because he was having to carry the team.
He had to carry that.
This
team.
one he had like Anthony Davis and some injuries, and
it was COVID.
But they still won the ring. You know, we still give it to them.
Now, have you seen LeBron's sons play?
Ooh,
now,
Bronny James,
his first son, great player. His second son is gonna be great. His second son has a IQ for the game.
Yeah,
y'all can mark that here. His second son has that IQ for the game.
You think he'll be better than Bronny?
Yeah, I do. I'm watching him. I was like, I don't remember him
because he's younger, and LeBron's still teaching him IQ for the game.
He has a very athletic body too.
Yeah,
it's a very athletic body, like tall, thin, and once he puts on his muscle, he's gonna be tough to stop. I'm telling y'all, that's the son who's gonna go to the NBA and do, if he wants to. That's the one who's gonna go to the NBA and do some big things there. Mm-hmm. You know,
Bronny's good too.
Yeah,
I've been watching highlights.
Yeah.
Both of them are good. I've been watching the highlights, and Skip Bayless said a comment about him. They were like,
Skip, man, we gotta skip.
We'll find the quote for y'all. We'll find the quote for y'all next podcast. But
he said something about Bronny.
He said something about Bronny, and it was just like people were just like shaming Skip Bayless for it because it's like, yo, you talking about a little kid, man.
That's why I didn't say nothing negative about Bronny. I just said, hey, Bryce is gonna be the IQ one.
Bronny is good.
I'm not about to talk bad about them. Them some high school kids.
They're both good.
Yeah, you respect the youth, man.
Yeah,
you don't need to. Skip Bayless, man. he got on my nerves when they said, when you can find it on YouTube, he basically said Tim Tebow is more box office than Kobe Bryant, and Stephen A. Smith had to walk off Stephen A. Smith, who I don't agree with on many things, he had to walk off the set. He said, I can't do this. He's more box office than Kobe Bryant.
I gotta find that.
Yeah, he had to walk off. Skip Bayless just said stuff to, you know, he
kind of get in the media
just to be in the media.
Yeah.
You know, he knows the game. He knows LeBron is one of the greatest the game has ever seen. He knows it.
Everyone knows that.
But he just has to represent for the group that, you know, it's like, oh, forget LeBron. He doesn't know what he's doing.
The haters.
Yeah,
pretty much what it is.
I remember when LeBron chose to go to Miami. This guy walked up to me. Ah, man, what do you think about LeBron going to Miami? I don't like that, man. You can't just up and leave when you don't like something. Man, when you don't like your job, you just stay there because you can't up and leave because you don't like something? Or do you try to go out and look for another job? LeBron did that, and they got mad at him. You know, I know the way he went about it before he told Cleveland and this and that. But then when you see the way the Cleveland owner came out and wrote that letter about him, you're like, oh, shoot, you didn't owe him nothing. Like, Cleveland, man, they hadn't had nothing until LeBron came back.
Yeah. Then he went back.
And won the chip, even with all the stuff the owner had said. The owner basically wrote a letter that was nasty. So some of y'all remember that.
LeBron kept his promise too.
Kept his promise.
He's like, I'm gonna get y'all a ring, and that's what he did.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
He probably, if he hasn't won a ring, he probably would have still been at Cleveland right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get that.
ring.
He would have had it done by now for sure.
LeBron had Dwayne Wade come out to Cleveland. He had Tyronn Lue out there. I mean, nobody tried to go to Cleveland now.
He tried to get them two, but he couldn't do it.
But he did get one. He said, I've done my job. I'm on my way to LA. Then he got one in LA, so he can be. He's in there.
Yeah,
he's in there. If he didn't win anything in LA, he wouldn't be in there.
Yeah.
Is LeBron finishing his career in LA?
Is he finished?
Because he's only signing 1-year contracts right now, doing 1 year. Doing another year. I think
he just signed a 2-year extension with the Lakers. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would say, I don't know. It really depends on Bronny because he wants to play with his son. So like Bronny, I believe, coming in the league in 2 years, which is pretty much when his contract
ends. Was he a junior right now? Or he's a senior? No,
he's a senior,
and he's to do a year in college.
So 2 years. So. I mean, it really depends on Bronny because he wants to play with his son. So, I mean, if Bronny gets drafted to, like, the first round, he might go to that team or whatnot. But I would say he could probably make some moves and get Bronny on the Lakers. But I don't know. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. They can play together
right now. Right now.
Yeah,
right now, I see LeBron finishing his career as a Laker.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if he went back to like Miami or Cleveland to finish it out. Yeah. I can see him going back to Cleveland because Ohio, that's where he grew up and everything.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I've thought about that. I've thought that he might go back to Cleveland, but. You know, I think he was in Cleveland when Bronny was born, so I could see him going back there and playing with him because Cleveland's gonna be in the top draft picks that year. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a top draft pick.
I feel like that last year he's gonna get like Chris Paul. He's gonna try and build a super team. And he's like, we for sure winning this year. Like, don't matter.
Hope LeBron becomes the owner of an NBA team. I
can see it happening.
We need more owners that are up and coming from the league. You know, you need to be able to grow your way into that. I know it's a money game.
Not just buy it. Yeah,
it's a money game, but it would be nice to see that.
It's nice to have all types of different owners. Ones who haven't played the game, the ones who have played the game.
Right. You need the one on the business side of it, but you need some that come from the roots and from the soil and from the court.
Michael Jordan did that with the Hornets. So. Yeah. That brings me real quick. We got football talk for y'all.
Okay. What's happening?
Lamar Jackson hasn't gotten his contract extension yet.
Oh. Why are they playing around with that, man? They need to sign him. Yeah.
They need to sign him because it's crazy because it's like, bro, with everything he's done, he's broken records already, bro. Already.
Season records.
He's been in the league for like, what, 2-3 years? So it's like...
If he would have won the championship.
And now people are saying like, oh, he really can't throw, this and that. And it's like, y'all just hating like...
Oh, man. So
if you were Lamar Jackson right now, would you even step on the field, like on a regular season game? Would you even step on the field without that extension, or would you play?
I'd be making demands. If I'm Lamar Jackson, I'd be making demands. There's other teams that would sign that for me. But you want to be on a team that's still championship contending. Yeah. Great team.
And the thing is, with the way he plays, he's a mobile QB, so he's running a lot. I would get my money before I go out there on the field, because if he gets hurt, now he's got to find a different contract or whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know that whole situation there, but I agree with you. I would definitely be saying I'm one of the top quarterbacks in the league. If you want to say I can't throw, but I can do this other stuff that can't none of the other quarterbacks do.
He's still a decent thrower. It's just
and just work on it. You drafted me. Talking about I can't throw. You drafted me. Talking about I can't throw, but you put me at quarterback. See the way he plays. People like him. Some of these people who are real athletic. It's like that works only for a certain amount of time. Once you take enough hits, you can no longer still be that mobile. Michael Vick was like that back in the day. That's who I came up under.
You got to learn how to throw.
He was able to be so athletic, but then he took so many hits, and it was like he couldn't do it the same. And they're like, okay, well, where's his throwing ability now? You just work on it. You develop your game. But
it's like Tom Brady. You're not going to be 45 scrambling like Lamar.
I don't like the way they be playing with these players' contracts. The NFL be making billions, buco money, and they sitting here trying to skim someone who like a Lamar Jackson, who, if you're the quarterback, everybody knows that's the most important position on the field. You pay them what they want, make them feel welcome, make them feel wanted, make them feel like the man. You don't sit here and have him going back and forth about trying to get somewhere millions that everybody know he's worth to that team. You're not replacing Lamar Jackson if he leaves Baltimore. You're not replacing
no one
him.
Like him in the league.
Not replacing him. Then you're going to go up against him. So that's another thing. But it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. They gave Patrick Mahomes that contract because, remember, they all came up that same year. Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. They all came into the league, them rookies, and Mahomes won the chip. They gave him that big $500 million contract. He was gone. Every time I see Mahomes, he's got his little girl with him.
Got his little sponsorships.
He's in the commercials doing all. He's just happy. He
was in a Subway commercial just for 1 second, bro. He just
showed up, huh? I wouldn't even show up in the commercial. You know what I would do? I would just buy the Subways. I wouldn't even. That man is set for the next 15 years?
10 years,
Yeah, he's set. He's locked in for real. Lamar Jackson, since he's not locked in, he's still got options, man.
Chiefs love him.
You know what I gotta say? Shout out to Lonzo, LiAngelo, LaMelo, and Lavar Ball. Because he saw the vision a long time ago to have his boys start that Big Baller brand. And Lonzo and LiAngelo, they did good. They did their thing. Lonzo's still doing his thing. LiAngelo's still doing his thing. But they basically held on to that brand long enough to where LaMelo is now the best one, obviously, on the court. Lonzo got the numbers, but LaMelo plays the game differently. I mean, he's out there doing stuff that's amazing, and passes and IQ is crazy. And
all of their IQ is good too.
And remember, everybody was talking bad about their brand and talking bad about why is this dad having him go overseas and stuff. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
And they trusted
Name another dad who did it like that. And they got their own brand. I always said Zion Williamson. I said if I was Zion Williamson, I'd have my own brand. I wouldn't sign with Nike. No one's doing any of the stuff he's doing. I'd make my own shoe brand.
He could have done that 2 years ago.
Now he could have. Now look.
Now it's a bad.
NBA's torn his name down. You associate Zion Williamson with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they talk
Yeah.
about him. But if he had his own brand, he wouldn't even be worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So
if he would have his brand 2 years ago, man,
you
he'd
start
be
your
as big
own
as
brand.
Nike.
You start your own brand. Yeah. You start your own brand. You stick with it. And then can't nobody do it. Can't nobody do nothing about Big Baller brand. I know a lot of kids who be getting that now. Kids be getting them Big Baller shoes. Like that's a trademark now. Yeah, so
that's locked in.
So yeah, I just had to give a shout out to him. It just came to mind real quick.
Definitely, bro.
S&J Sports Talk, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. What else is happening, man? Before we get up out of here, anything else happening? What you got going on in your life? Anything?
We just chilling, man. Just chilling.
Trying to heal. Your wisdom teeth. You feel good.
I feel good.
You feel good. You had a few days down, but you feel good. I'm back to jogging and working out and exercise. I'm trying to get myself back into basketball shape, man.
For real?
I'm trying to get myself back into basketball shape. Next year, I got about 6 months till I hit 30. And so by the time I'm 30, I want to see where am I at on the court. You know, these are some of the last few years where I still have my youthfulness to play.
Yeah.
I want to see where I can take it, man. I take my skills up against many people, man. Especially when I'm in shape. I take my skills up against many people.
Yeah, I played against you like a month ago.
If you didn't play in the NBA,
you had a little shot.
If you didn't play in the NBA, I'm like, let's go 1-on-1 right now.
Let's go right now.
Yeah. And you know me, when I be watching the NBA games, I be teaching them. I be telling them stuff. And then the coach comes out and says it after the game. I'm like, I just said that. I just said that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before we get up out of here.
Oh, what's up?
Sacramento Kings. We didn't mention them in the outlook of the Western Conference. And we want them to make the playoffs, but the West is too deep.
The West is too deep this year. It's not.
I don't think the rookies going to be able to do it.
I said they'll make the play-ins, not the playoffs.
They'll make the playoffs, not the playoffs. So we looking at a 9 or 10 seed, and then they got a game or two to win it, to get in it. I hope so. But
you know what? Like I said, I can tell you like the first 10 games of the season because Mike Brown, different coaching system, and whatnot.
Oh, new coach. That's right. A coach with some experience. He's gonna know what he needs to cut out.
Championship experience.
Yeah.
He's gonna cut out all that unnecessary stuff. So
right, that's a good thing. That's the truth.
That's definitely, we gotta wait for that. But as of right now, I see them making the play-ins. All right, but we didn't even mention them for the playoffs.
Yeah, we just had to mention them before we get up out of here. We want the Sacramento Kings to do well. We want the home team to do well. We just are.
Yeah,
we just disappointed fans.
Disappointed.
Yeah, man. This is S&J Sports Talk. Like we said, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Share the video. We just get on here talking. Yep. Definitely write in the comments some topics that we need to talk about as well, that you all could be involved in.
Let us know your opinions too.
Definitely. It's been real. We still, even with all the injuries, we are still bringing y'all the content. Thanks for being patient with us. It's been a few weeks since we've been on here.
Yeah.
But we back.
A couple of weeks.
We back. And the NFL season starts when?
NFL season starts 2 weeks from today, bro.
So we have to, that day, 2 weeks from today, we have to give NFL season review. We got
to give our predictions and all that.
We need to review these teams, these squads, and see what's happening.
I just saw right before we did this podcast, I just saw the NFL, I don't know why they did this. The Los Angeles Rams, the Rams and the Bengals, the two teams from the Super Bowl, they were having a practice. They were practicing with each other today. I believe it was in LA or whatnot. And then obviously a fight broke out. It's like I don't even know why you have to
watch that. It's on YouTube.
It's on Instagram. Yeah, it's on everywhere.
Okay, I got to look at that.
I don't even know why you put those two teams they just play the Super Bowl.
Supposed to be rivals now, yeah.
They just played in the Super Bowl 2 months ago, and you're putting them right next to each other like that.
And you know they're gonna be talking. This is pump up for the season. They trying to see where each other is at.
You have Aaron Donald, and then you have Jalen Ramsey, who's one of the biggest trash talkers in the NFL league. Of course, Cincinnati's gonna be a bit salty, bro.
You're right. So most definitely, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Hope you enjoy the video.
Definitely.
And we will be back with y'all real soon. S&J Sports Talk.